Hello, person watching this video. Welcome back to Mac Music Review. Today we're going to be talking about an album. We're going to be reviewing an album. But before we jump into that, just want to say there's going to be some stuff down in the description, for this video, how to request an album you want to see reviewed, how to see how the channel works, where I get my reviews from, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that information, just look at the comments down below. Today we will be reviewing the album Light Up the Sky by the Christian contemporary music band The Afters. The Afters are a fairly successful Christian contemporary music band who I would describe them as a pop rock band, but they're much more pop leaning, and especially in their most recent work, the sound is very modern, it's very crisp, it's very kind of electronically focused, especially on their album that comes after this, Life is Beautiful. But this album, Light Up the Sky, is their third album and their first commercially successful album. They had two albums before this which didn't really have any hits, didn't have any songs that got played on the radio. But this album has two hits, the title track, Light Up the Sky, and the song, Lift Me Up. This album is not super duper long. Some of the songs are a little bit long. They range from like 3 minutes, like just on 3 minutes, to like, I think the longest song, Runaway, is like 4 minutes, 40 seconds. So a little bit of diversity in the song length, but the album is only 10 tracks and not super duper long. This is an album that's going to take a super duper long time to listen to. Now, you may be wondering, what is the sound and tone of this record? Is it very pop and upbeat? Is it very slow? Or is it very like rock focused? Like I said, The Afters are pop. They are a pop rock band, I would say. Christian contemporary music, pop rock, but definitely more pop leaning. Most of these tracks are pretty upbeat. They're very, inspiring, and yeah. Most of the tracks are either range from mid-tempo, some are a little bit slow, like Runaway, some are mid-tempo, like the two hits on the album. And one track on this album actually kind of leans into the rock category, and that would be the song We Won't Give Up. This song kind of, has that rock message, and kind of, they got the guitars, you have the kind of more loud music, but it's a pretty toned down, it's a pretty, I don't know how to say it, pretty restrained rock song. Trying to pretend to be a rock song, but not really getting there, I would say. The lyrics on this project are very, very safe. You're going to hear me saying a lot. If you've seen my review for Sound of the Saints by Audio Adrenaline, a lot of the same things apply to this album. The lyrics are very safe, they're very generic, they're very uplifting and inspiring, and you basically go get that brief list of everything that commercial Christian contemporary music talks about, and they got a song for all of those things. They have the song about not giving up, getting back up again, literally called We Won't Give Up. They have the song, oh, first I was lost and I was, in a bad place, but now I'm found and coming back to the faith, or coming back to God, which is the song Runaway. And I mean, basically all the lyrics, basically every song on this thing, you're not going to hear anything new, any new interesting concepts or themes in this album that you say, wow, I've never heard that in a commercial Christian contemporary music song or album. I've never heard that theme or that metaphor. It's all here. It's all inspiring. It's all uplifting. It's all what you'd expect to hear on a commercial Christian contemporary music album. Now, is this album bad? Well, you could assume that I would think it's bad because, I'm not a huge fan of the lyrics. I mean, they're uplifting, they're inspiring, but they're just not super original, not any really interesting themes that haven't been done before. But honestly, this album is not terrible. Musically, this record really doesn't have anything special to offer. Like with the lyrics, it just really isn't anything much. No music that really stands out, that really blows my mind. I'm like, wow, that sounds so cool. No music that makes me say, wow, I want to come back to that. In fact, a whole bunch of these songs are super forgettable because they're very generic for Christian contemporary music. The lyrics and the music is just very generic. But some of these songs do sound kind of good, are enjoyable. The two hits, Light Up the Sky, Lift Me Up, and the song Life is Sweeter, all of these songs are enjoyable. All these songs sound good on the ears. They're pleasant. They're just not amazing. They're not truly amazing, but they are enjoyable songs, you know, good, generic, uplifting lyrics, enjoyable music. They sound all right. I would say that several songs on this album can be enjoyed at a base level, but they're just not amazing. There's nothing super original, there's nothing super creative, there's nothing super distinctive, but that doesn't mean it can't be enjoyed. You can enjoy these generic, uplifting lyrics. You can enjoy this generic, uplifting music. And honestly, this album's not terribly made. The music is not trash. It's just not anything super special. And the same can be said of the lyrics. Lyrics are not trash. These are good messages. This is stuff that someone struggling or someone who really needs to be uplifted, this could really uplift them. This could really make you feel better, I guess. But it's not something that I would ever choose to listen to on my own time or come back to. It's just not that kind of album. In conclusion, this album is not terrible. It's not the worst thing ever. It's extremely generic. I wouldn't say it's not the most generic thing ever. It doesn't feel as generic as Sound of the Saints, but it is pretty generic. It can still be enjoyed. The lyrics are not terrible. Music is not terrible. It's all just very generic. I'm going to have to give this thing a 3 out of 5. It can be enjoyed. Not something I would recommend. Not something I would come to unless I just really was like super depressed or really felt like I need to be uplifted and feel better. No, even then I probably wouldn't come back to this. I'd come to something that I actually like. What did you think of this review? What do you think of the afters? What do you think of this album? What do you think of the setting? What do you think of the fact that I'm not wearing a hat right now? What do you think about anything? What's going on in your life, man? Whoever's watching this video, what's going on? You don't have to tell me, but like, I don't know. I'm running out of things to say. So, we're going to end this video. Thumbs up. You guys have a great day. Have a great one.